I'm going down to South Park, gonna have myself a time.
Friendly faces everywhere, humble folks without temptation.
Going down to South Park,
Now see, are you happy now? They finally talked about Donald Trump, you little entitled little bitch. Last episode you were like, oh, where's the Donald Trump thing? They did Donald Trump in this episode. Are you happy now? Hey guys, welcome back to Solid Nine's TV Logs.
Whoa.
What?
You need to calm down.
Anyway, this episode is Season 19, Episode 2, Where My Country Gone.
Where my country gone?
This episode is about Mr. Garrison getting pissed off because illegal immigrants are coming over into our country, but it's all you think. It's Canadians.
They swap Mexico with Canada.
Which I'm honestly surprised they haven't done this episode before because, you know, it's not like undocumented immigrants have been like a recent problem, it's been going on for years.
Nah.
So like, I'm wondering like, I mean, I'm glad they did it now because it had a lot of material with it, but like,
Yeah.
it's weird to see that like they've had these Canadians for like almost their entire run and like they're just now doing this episode, but
Sure, buddy.
whatever. And so Mr. Garrison's like, yeah, I hate these Canadians here, so what I propose we do is we fuck them all to death.
Fuck them all. They should have called that. That should have been the name of the episode.
I don't think that would have
Fuck
followed
'em
the
all to
sentence.
death.
Like, they can say a lot of shit, but
Fuck 'em
I don't
all
think they
to
can call an episode fuck them all to death. Anyway,
He
so...
fucked Donald Trump to death.
Yeah, so it turns out that the reason all the Canadians come over here, and then they build a wall.
The irony is that Garrison wants to build a wall,
Garrison
but
wants
then the
to-
Canadians build a
Garrison
wall
wants to build a
keep
wall
Americans out.
to keep Canadians out of America, but the Canadians already built a wall to keep Americans out of I almost called him Canadian. Out of Canada, because their president is Donald Trump, which...
The way they tell the story
it-
is so funny, because it's literally like what's happening now. They're like, he just said a bunch of really horrible, awful, like really funny shit. We were just kind of going along with it. But then by the time we were like, okay guys, seriously, who do we want to be president? It was too late. And it was like...
Now, was that supposed to be actually Donald Trump, or was it just, like, Canadian Donald Trump? Because, like...
It was Donald Trump either way.
Okay, so I don't know why I was lingering on this, but I was like, so Donald Trump just become, like, president of Canada, or is this, like, Canada's equivalent to Donald Trump? Because they did the royal wedding, but it was with Canadians. So, like, I don't know if that's just, like, Canada's counterpart to Donald Trump, or... It's a really minor detail, but I was kind of focusing on it for an abnormally long time.
I mean, at the end of the episode, Garrison's like, I'm gonna go run for president.
Yeah.
So I think Garrison might be...
The American version, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The American Trump.
Okay, and Mr. Garrison fucks Donald Trump to death. The end.
And Mr. Garrison fucks him to death.
Yeah, I don't even know where to start with this episode.
I know, I do.
Connor, you want to start with the pros? Because you've told me this is like your new favorite episode.
They reference Lion King too.
Okay, so in the episode, Jesus Christ, Cartman's all like, the Canadians are gonna cause an uprising, so we gotta make sure they don't, so he proposes that they make a truce with the Canadians, and he's like, what's that one thing, that one story where there's these two warring sides, and the one guy goes over and falls in love with a girl from the other side, and Butters is like, Lion King 2? And Cartman's like, yeah, Lion King 2! And I have nothing against Lion King 2, I think it's one of the better Disney sequels, but like, I was really surprised they did a Lion King 2 reference in 2015.
It was ridiculous. I was so
And they quoted it too, and I was like,
they straight up quoted the movie.
They kept going with it for a while, and I was like, you're really dedicated to this Lion King 2 reference, aren't you?
It's amazing.
Oh my god, it was... I mean, I liked it, I was just like, it's weird that they did Lion King 2 in 2015.
And Butters falls in love with a Canadian chick, and Cartman's like, you have to do the hot Cosby, and then he's like, oh
yeah,
slow
like-
Cosby.
like-
And she's just like, in Canada, a slow Cosby, we call a slow Cosby love, and it's all touchy.
The one thing that I mentioned this in our last vlog, but like the last season of South Park had like really good continuity in between its episodes, and it wasn't just like every episode like a new joke, it had like a recurring theme and stuff like that. And I think they're doing that with this season too, because the beginning of this episode directly references things from the previous episode, like Randy is like a PC bro, the thing with Caitlyn Jenner and Kyle.
PC Principal.
PC Principal is still running South Park Elementary, and he actually has a pretty, I won't say substantial role, but like, he kind of helps kickstart the plot a little bit.
Yeah.
With him and Mr. Garrison.
Yeah.
So, I'm glad that South Park is really focusing on continuity a lot in more recent seasons, because it's such a good show, and I love when like good comedy shows be like, yeah, remember that thing that happened like last episode? Yeah, we're bringing that back. I'm like, oh, this is kind of really cool. It's like, it's not like, oh yeah, this episode we're referencing this, something big happens, and then we're just gonna move on. No, they keep referencing it. It's kind of cool like that.
The other thing, Mr. Garrison goes to like a Canadian speaking class.
Oh yeah, because
And
principal forces all the teachers to take like Canadian as a second
And
language.
they do the Canadian alphabet from Mr. Sturkadurkenmabals.
Yeah, Mr. Sturkadurkenmabers.
Mr. Sturkadurkenmabals.
God bless Canada. God bless them.
But it's like A, B, C, D, E, F, guy, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, buddy. It's like,
And it's-
oh my god.
It's
awesome.
the Canadians are one of my favorite things about South Park, just because
Mr. Garrison has a song.
Mr. Garrison does have a song,
song
that gets
called Where My Country Gone.
hijacked by Canadians as they're playing some fucking Canadian.
It's like the joke is like every day at like 8 and 11 the Canadians like face east and like play the trumpet or some song on the
Some
trumpet.
Canadian song, I don't remember what it was,
But like during Mr. Garrison's song, they pull out their trumpets and start doing that.
yeah, and
It's so funny, just like the guy who's sitting on top of the Canadian wall when Mr. Garrison's up there, he's like, "No, we just don't want you coming over here and raping our women and stuff." And then
you shut your mouth, smart
And
ass.
then one of them's like, "That's ridiculous," because like that's literally something Donald Trump said. It was like Mexico sending the rape.
This entire episode is one big middle finger to Donald Trump.
Yeah.
It's great. It really is.
And then Caitlyn Jenner makes an appearance.
Caitlyn Jenner actually makes an appearance, and she does not look.
gross.
She does not look good. Like she doesn't look bad in real life. Honestly, I think she looks better as a woman than she did a man.
Yeah.
In my opinion, but in South Park, she looks like a fucking frog.
Like one of her eyes.
Becca, and every
sideways.
time she gets in the car, she runs over somebody and kills them. Because Caitlyn Jenner killed a man in her car like semi-recently. Like it was like right after she got the gender reassignment surgery that she fucking killed somebody, and I was
Yeah.
like, well, great, you're already. I want to make like a bad woman driver joke, but I don't want to piss off like a demographic of our viewers. But I'm not gonna
We're
say.
talking about an episode of South Park.
I'm not gonna say anything, but the minute Bruce Jenner becomes a woman, she kills somebody in her car. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying women are bad drivers, I'm just saying sometimes real life inadvertently prolongs stereotypes. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that, I don't even fucking care.
Who can tell me why Rome fell to shit?
Who can tell me why Rome fell to shit?
That was
Like,
Mr. Garrison quote. He comes in, he's like, "Who can tell me why Rome fell to shit?"
and by this point, his class is like half Canadian, and
And like one of the Canadians gives this long answer, and he's just like, "No, it's because of the gods."
it's because of these goddamn immigrants.
It was great.
It's a great episode.
But yeah, the continuity and stuff are all really good. Cons? You got any cons, man?
I'm trying to think. Nothing really sticks out immediately. Mr. Garrison was kind of an asshole, but I guess that's the point.
That's the idea.
point. You got anything?
The one thing I don't have a whole lot. The one thing, because this is an awesome episode. The one thing I will say is, I noticed kind of the same thing in the last episode too. Is that there doesn't seem to be as much of a focus on the kids.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still there and they play.
They're more the
like-
B plot in this episode.
Yeah, they're more like the subplot than the main plot, which I mean I don't really have a problem with, but
No, because like
It's whatever.
fucking everybody in South Park acts the exact same.
Yeah.
Like they're all children pretty much, but like, yeah, I mean,
yeah,
it's not a huge. I don't have a huge
That's
issue.
my one thing. I don't have a huge issue.
Yeah, I don't
with
have a
it,
huge
like-
issue with it because like I like the majority of South Park characters, so like you could pretty much have an episode based on any of them, and I really wouldn't complain too much. I mean, like last episode was kind of a Cartman episode. I mean,
Yeah, the first one was kind of. Yeah.
I mean B plot wise, but like I don't know. I mean, I don't think I need
Yeah, this
all
one was
that
more
much.
Mr. Garrison.
I don't think I need all that much of the kids in episodes like this because like if they're still in the B plot, I still get enough of them. I think
Yeah.
anyway. So like, yeah.
But that was just the one thing. I don't really have any other.
I don't have anything.
complaints except that.
I don't really have anything either. Except like, what the fuck did they make Caitlyn Jenner look like shit? She doesn't look like shit in real life. I don't really get it, but like, I still laughed, but like,
For the lulz.
probably, but like, I don't think she looks bad, but like,
No.
whatever. I don't know.
I think that's the joke, is that she actually looks decent in real
Okay.
life, but then like she's gross in South Park.
That's how the bigots see her. People like Donald Trump, dirty fucking toupee wearing.
Fucking toupee. Mr. Garrison fucks him to death.
Mr. Garrison
That
fucked
was
Donald
awesome.
Trump to death. That was. I think that's. We just mentioned everything in the entire episode.
I think we pretty much hit everything.
Um.
We mentioned that like Garrison runs for president.
Yeah.
With his running mate Caitlyn Jenner.
With his running mate Caitlyn
Jenner.
Jenner.
is his running mate.
Buckaroo.
But yeah, I think how long this felt really short.
It felt really short,
This
but like
felt really short.
there wasn't really a lot to like debate or anything.
I don't
because,
know,
Like,
I don't know.
It was a good episode. I mean, that's
Yeah,
all I
yeah.
can really say. It was a good episode.
Lion
Good,
King 2
good
is just
commentary
so
reference.
weird. I
Reference
love it.
Lion King 2 in 20. Listen, I have no problem with Lion King 2. It's just really weird that like when did Lion King 2 come out? Like early 2000s, late 90s,
I have no idea.
late 90s, early 2000s.
Late 90s, early 2000s.
And it's like 2015 now, and I'm like, I mean, it makes sense in context, but it's like,
It's just so
really,
weird.
it's really
I love
weird.
It.
In an episode where the thing is about Donald Trump, I did not expect a Lion King 2 reference.
It's such a weird sentence to say. Like this latest episode of South Park featured Donald Trump and the Lion King 2.
I mean, like, if you're gonna reference any Disney sequel, I'm glad it was Lion King 2 because it's one of the better ones. I didn't think Return of Jafar was that bad, but I don't remember a lot from it. I just remember
I like Return of Jafar.
I just remember I didn't really hate it, but like I was like 6 when I saw it. I didn't really hate Beauty and the Beast and Enchanted Christmas either.
I did.
I know you hated it, but like I honestly
I did it when I was a kid. Then I rewatched it a little while ago, and I was
I
like,
haven't
"This
seen
is awful."
I haven't seen it recently, so maybe
Yeah.
I'm like biased, but like I
don't
haven't
know.
seen it recently. I don't think I've seen a lot of other Disney sequels, but like
So this episode's short. I mean,
yeah, I mean
we kind of covered everything really
Yeah.
quickly. Did we miss? I feel like we're missing something. Something really important.
I don't think we're missing anything.
I don't know. Did it just go by faster, or do I just feel like it's faster?
I'm sure once we see the actual running time of this video, it's gonna be like, wow, we talked for like 30 minutes about South Park, like for like 5.
Oh, there's the thing. Like everybody's like just getting annoyed with Kyle for giving big speeches and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like from his last episode where he was just, we're at like at the very end, he's like, Caitlyn Jenner is a hero, and he gets invited to like the White House at the very beginning of the episode, and everybody, like every time Kyle starts talking, they're like, God damn it, he's giving a speech again, guys.
Does Kyle usually give like really big speeches in the show?
Not really.
I think it's like Stan that gives the most like big
Yeah,
like thing. You know,
it's
I
usually Stan.
It seems like the one's like, you know, I learned something.
I think
today,
it's
guys.
just the Caitlyn Jenner thing now.
Okay.
Okay. Him getting invited to the White House, they're all like, oh, God damn it, Kyle.
Oh god damn it, Kyle, you getting invited to the White House and shit. Talk about Caitlyn Jenner, shaking hands with Obama, making all the Canadians come over here. Oh yeah, Cartman thinks that Kyle's the reason the Canadians are coming over here. Because his
Yeah.
brother's Canadian, he's
That
like,
plot really doesn't go anywhere though.
no.
It's
just-
Carmen thinks it's like a huge like conspiracy that Kyle's behind all the Canadian immigrants coming over, and he tries to hook Butters up with the Canadians so like they can interbreed their like species, but like it doesn't really go anywhere.
No,
Um,
fuck it, who cares?
But whatever.
Mr. Garrison fucks Donald Trump. to
Mr.
death.
Garrison fucked Donald Trump.
That's
to death.
all you actually need to know about this episode is Mr. Garrison fucks Donald Trump to death.
Yeah. So
That's
wrap it up. Pretty much good episode.
Good
It
episode.
was funny. It was awesome.
Where My Country Gone?
Where My Country Gone? Check it out. You can watch them all online. They have like a website set up. You can go watch them.
Yes. And now we shall recite the Canadian alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, guy. H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, buddy. Q, R, S, T, U, friend. W, X, Y, and what's the fucking Z? Is it, I think a fart. It's like,
Yeah, that's right. Alright, so that does it for us. We will see you guys next time.
when I'm sure South Park is gonna.
What else can they do? They did Trump. What else happened?
They have the kid who made a clock. I thought it was a bomb.
Oh yeah, they could do that. We'll see how it goes.
Have myself
Bye!
Friendly faces everywhere, humble folks without temptation.
going down south, but gonna leave my woes behind.